Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're doing something different. Usually, I'm the one to talk about positivity, try to focus on the good things, but this time, I just can't. As you already know, I'm not playing as much as I do, I'm just focusing on my quest to do and get my XP, but lately with Season OG, I'm struggling. There are a couple of things that I don't like and I want to talk about. So here are 10 things that I think, in my opinion, are wrong in Season OG. Let's start with number 1. So first, I want to talk about loot. What about loot? That's not enough of it. When you start the game, when you land at the POV, you just can't get it enough, whether that be weapons or shields or any mobility. It's a struggle. And so usually what you have to do is go from one POV to the other, but even that, it's like as soon as you get into a fight, if you're playing solo or in a squad, everyone is struggling. It's like all hands on deck to get the best loot that you can. The second one, which kinda goes hand in hand with the first one, is not enough shields. I mean, let's not get me started. I miss the slurps or the splashes, whatever. I miss those heals and shields, but with this time, okay, we're only having a couple of heals and shields. They're like really restricted, but there's so little to get it. If you're getting like into a fight, after the fight, it's just so hard to get it again. Like you will maybe find it in the first POV, like I mentioned, or you will have to like shield up in the second one so you have fully shield, and then you get into a fight and all of a sudden, let's say you lost half of the shield or maybe even all shields and half of your health, right? Now you have to get a medkit, maybe have to find a chug jug. I mean, it's a struggle. Even if you're playing in a squad, I feel it's kind of worse. You're trying to help each other to get those heals up. I mean, at this point, we're eating apples, we're grabbing corn, we're grabbing some cabbage. It's like in the previous season, we would say, oh, those are bots. But now, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm carrying some cabbage. I'm carrying whatever I can, even a mushroom, if I have to. It's so hard to get the shields and heals, it's not even funny. So that's something that it's really like affecting the gameplay. It's affecting your mind, how you're playing. Because now, do you want to go one-on-one? You will first have to like get him a little bit from afar, which isn't always easy to get a good ER, right? But I just can't believe how hard it is to get. And they said it in the middle of the last week, I think, that they will increase some shields. Maybe they did a little bit, but it's still a struggle. And it's something that it's affecting your gameplay, it's affecting how you're going into a match, and it's just not a fun experience. Then the third thing that I noticed, it's happening a lot this season, third partying. Now, I know this isn't something new, and I'm not saying this never happened, but in previous season, when you would get a third party, and let's say you will kill one team, like you're playing with friends in a squad, and your squad kills one team. Another one comes in, maybe you didn't even have enough time to shield up, maybe you don't have shields, and you're getting third party. It's like 99% in this game, third partying you will lose. And with playing solo, it's even worse. Because if you listen someone fighting, you can just third party that and it's a guarantee you will win. And it's something that I know it's not a new thing and it's not like I'm so stressed about it. I think at this point in Season OG, I expect it. It's not fun and I just don't like it. Like I said, in some of the previous points, I'm going into a game, I already know I'm having trouble with some shields, I'm having trouble with getting loot. If I'm third partying, I'm dead. So that kind of mindset, it's really like playing tricks on you and it's not fun to play. For fourth point, I want to talk about weapons. They are so bad, I don't even know where to start. I mean, I do like machine that we have, SMG machine gun. I do like it. There's like one of the guns that was in previous season and I was familiar with. I do like it, but everything else, from shotguns to ER to snipers, everything is just bad. I usually don't snipe, so I would usually like play with twin mag on long range. and that was fine. But now we actually have so bad weapons. It's like you would play long range, and I'm not even kidding. I would fight with someone long range and they would miss me, right? And I would be like, I'm going against a bot. And then a few seconds later, I realize he's struggling just as much as I'm struggling, hitting him from afar. And then, like, after 5 minutes, we were shooting each other from long range. One of us would die. And it's like, oh no, those are just bad weapons. And we have troubles killing each other. And it's like, all of a sudden, we don't have long range good one. We are fighting like bots, I guess, to some degree. And third, I think we have to be a little bit more patient. Like, don't say they're bots, just wait for it. They will shoot at you, but it will take them a second because we're all struggling. Fifth point, I want to talk about OG map. Hear me out. As a map, it seems all good. It doesn't seem as a bad thing or anything. It's pretty. Some POIs are pretty, right? I do like the loot lake. I always love the island, so that the part that loot lake is already there when you start, I like that part. But I play zero builds, and like back in the day, they only played builds. So that means the OG map isn't made for zero builds. It's too open. The mobility, we have some mobility now, but even with that, it's like you get lasered so quickly with snipers. With teams just have to wait outside of the storm and they can get you, laser you pretty good because everything is in the open. With all of the problems, bad weapons, thirdpartying, this is just something that's not enjoyable. This map isn't made for zero build, and again, you have to play it really smartly, patiently, calculate how you move on the map, and even that, it won't work all the time. You will have to go all around between the buildings, between the trees, if you have that. But sometimes you're running from the storm and you can't get that. So again, this is not enjoyable part of OG season. Next, I wanna talk that we don't have no gold. And we don't have machines for weapons and bullets. So why do I think this is important? We had gold that we could get from chests, we could collect it, and then we could spend it on different things. One of it was we had machines for weapons and bullets. Considering how bad weapons are, and sometimes like we are struggling with getting bullets, right? There's no ammo. We don't have ammo. We have to give each other ammo, especially at the beginning when there's not that many loot. But now we don't have that because we don't have gold and we don't have machines. And I guess that's a part how they did it back in the day. But seeing that I started playing in January and now everything like that is gone, it's just something that is missed. And I think it's definitely a part that I want to talk about. One of the things that I don't like in OG season. 7, I want to talk that we don't have augments. I want to make this specifically a different thing because I think it's important. Augments really helped. I miss soaring sprint. Anyone there missing soaring sprint? There are a couple of augments that could actually help you. They could get some heals maybe sometimes. They could like get you shockwaves, right? We could open because we would have that augment, and whenever you opened a box ammo or like a chest, you would get shockwaves, and all of these things are now gone. We don't have that, and it sucks. Honestly, I don't know how to say it. We don't have augments. That sucks. Next thing I want to talk about, there's no swimming in water. So apparently back in the day, you couldn't swim in water. What does that mean? You can't even walk normally. You go so slow, which again, what does that mean? You're getting sniped. You're getting lasered up. If you have to run from the storm and you have to go and walk through water, which is a weird thing. I never seen this before and I just don't like it. I think it's bad thing. Like, I'm not sure why they were doing it like that back in the day, but considering that I started playing in January, swimming was always there. This is just a weird thing to experience, and it's definitely worth mentioning here. This one isn't as bad as it may seem, but I want to talk about it. we don't have shared daily quests. So I usually play in a squad or I play solo. But when I play in a squad, I always liked how quickly I would level up. I would grind that XP, get the battle pass, and I just took it for granted. But apparently in OG season, we don't have that. And I don't like it. I just think it's not necessary. They could put that thing in there, they could leave it as it was. I just don't like it. But yeah, it is what it is. And the last 10 thing I want to talk about, which I know is probably the least the problem, I just want to mention it. And I want to talk about item shop. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying the item shop should be always something new, always a lot of things. And it's fine. It's fine that they changed it. They want to show us how it was in the OG season. Apparently, it wasn't that great. And even with things coming back, they're already the same. And just, we don't have that many options. I would just prefer if there would be a little bit more options. So I just want to mention it in the last thing, which I already talked about the things that are way more important. But this is definitely something that I noticed me and my friends, we are waiting for the item shop, what is new, and they already shrinked it so much. And then you have in that little thing, new things that we have, they already put something that it's already like the old things. So I don't like it. And I don't think I'm the only one that have a little problem with that. But yeah, in considering all of 10 things that I talked about, this is like the list of the problems. Okay, these were my 10 things that I don't like in season OG. Tell me in the comments below. Do you agree with it? Do you like some of the things? Do you think like hardship builds character or something? Because I noticed one thing. I'm becoming more caution when playing. I'm trying to play smartly. I'm trying to be more patient. I'm trying to believe more in my skills, not in like, I'm just gonna take a slurp and I'm gonna be fine with it, right? I'm trying to practice in red versus blue with the weapons that we already have right when I spawn. I'm trying to navigate through it. To some degree it helped. We got a new update and tomorrow we will get another one, so there will be some different things. I do like that they change things up. I really love that we have OG Pass, which is some of the amazing, especially Renegade Link's skin. I love it. It's so pretty. I really like it. There are a couple of things that I do like about this season, right? It's not like everything is bad and I don't want to play or anything like that. But I was thinking, even with me trying to see some of the positives, I'm trying to navigate, I'm still trying to do some kind of content, even though it's kind of hard if you're struggling with some of the things, right? I thought it's necessary that I put this video out and talk about the things that are bothering me. Maybe some could relate, or maybe one of you have some suggestions how I can improve, how I can do better, or like look at the more positives to this. Because let's face it, I started playing in January. I'm not that nostalgic. I realized some of the YouTubers that are like playing a long time and that are building, they're happy about it, right? And they're happy making content about it. But I'm not. For me, there's no nostalgic, no memories about it. I didn't play back then, so everything is just a struggle at this point. I kind of got used to it though, so I kind of try to navigate. I'm just doing my quest to get my OG pass because I really like the OG pass. But other than that, I can't hope this month to go and we get a new chapter, I guess, because then I hope things will be back to normal and we will have those weapons and heals and shields and everything that feels so dear like. So tell me in the comments below, what do you agree, what do you not agree? If you have any suggestion, any help with it, tell me in the comments below. I'll take it, I'll gladly take it. But I hope this wasn't too like negative or anything like that, because I'm still playing, I'm still trying my best. So here's me hoping that with time I'll get better at it, or this month will go quickly. One or the other, I guess. So thank you everyone for listening, for all of the support. You can use my creator code Majchy in the item shop. And if you like my content, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye!
You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't